Hello everybody, Finkles here, and I think it's kind of weird that I've been speaking a lot about Mario Kart World. I thought Mario Kart would be the game that we would speak the least about, but they still made it a little bit mysterious, okay? And today we're going to cover a little bit of the mystery. I mean, I don't know if it's a mystery. It might just be nothing, right? But the thing is that we have a lot of new characters in Mario Kart World. But I feel like there's something that they're hiding from us about why there are so many characters, right? Because you really don't need this many characters. I don't know how much there are. I think there are like 20 brand new characters make their Mario Kart debut in Mario Kart World. So we got people like Goomba, we got the famous cow that has been subject of a lot of memes and a lot of internet attention. But we also got some people like Penguin, and I think we got like a little bit of a fish. Yes, we got Chip Chip. We got Chip in a motorcycle. I mean, it's just weird, isn't it? Why on earth would we need that many characters in a Mario Kart world, right? But I think there's two main reasons. And well, the first one is not very exciting, you know. The first one is pretty obvious, like, okay, well, there's no car customization in Mario Kart World. That's confirmed. You will just choose one car and that's it. You cannot change the tires or the glider. You just pick one car and that's it. There is no customization for the vehicle. So that might be a reason why we got so many characters. They are like, okay, well, you got no customization, but you will be able to play in a different way with another character. Maybe this character is more heavy, maybe this character is lighter. Maybe the ones that do not have arms, like Chip, maybe those are like have less handling, you know? Man, I'm still looking at the image of the characters and I cannot believe they added my man Penguin. Like, that's absolutely crazy. It's the penguin from Mario 64, right? Where you have to rescue him and take it back to its mother. That's just so cool. And I think that possibility, although it's very likely to be the one, it's not as exciting to discuss. So now we're going to present a brand new idea, and I think it has to do with something they have not revealed to us for Mario Kart World. I know I've been making 2 videos about this at this point, where I'm like, no, they're still hiding something. There's a gameplay mechanic that they have not shown us. And one thing is for sure, I think they want this game to be really social. That's why they have so many characters, because in a just a racing game, you don't need this many characters. I think this is so that you can play with a lot of friends and they can choose whoever they want, and it's just not the same character repeated a lot of times. So it's not like everybody is Mario. No, you can choose one of the other 20 characters, you know? But why on earth would you possibly need so many players in the screen at a single time? Well, maybe. I think I've been developing this idea with a lot of people in the comments of my previous videos, and it's like a weird theory about Mario Kart World being some sort of Battle Royale, or having a Battle Royale mode, right? Because look at the map of Mario Kart World. Look at it, it's on the screen right now. And it's just absolutely screaming to be a Battle Royale. Actually, their user Rosha FR was the one who pointed that out in my comments of my previous video, and he says this map screams for a Battle Royale like Fortnite. And I know it sounds crazy, it is very crazy. We're not saying that it's going to happen, but it's a possibility, because really think about it. Why would you need so many different characters? You don't need that for a racing game. So imagine there's like 30 different players, each one with its own character. I mean, some of them will be repeated. Maybe it's Mario with another skin, but then you're just in this huge Mario world, and then there's like an eye and it starts shrinking, and you gotta go to that eye so that you can survive, and then you gotta eliminate the other contestants. And that would be really fun to watch in a Mario Kart. Although I think it would be kind of weird. I think we will need something like items, let's just say, because imagine we got a green shell, right? And we can attack an opponent, but then we run out of shells. Well, I think that a really easy solution would be, okay, it's not just one shell. You can have 20 shells, 30 shells, something like that. I mean, the multiplayer battles of Mario Kart 8 were a little bit of a battle royale, but in a really small map. So Nintendo, watching the success of Fortnite, they went, you know what, we want a little bit of this cake. We're going to make Mario Kart Battle Royale. But you know, this video is not about the Mario Royale. I think it's just a little bit to appreciate how many characters are there. And this is definitely one of the solutions that I see of why we have so many characters, but it's definitely not the only one. The first one is, yeah, we don't got vehicle customization, so they just added a bunch of characters, new characters. Here everyone, free characters for all. The second possibility is the craziest one, is a Battle Royale. Mario Kart will be Fortnite 2. Epic Games is shaking right now, they're so scared, Jesus. Legal battle between Epic and Nintendo, I would love to see that. But remember, this one is very unlikely, so don't expect it to happen. I think nobody's expecting it to happen, but it's just a solution. But then we got a third possible solution. They just want to revive some old characters and see how they perform. Maybe they want to see which one is the most viral old Mario character, you know? Maybe they are just trying to get a feeling of which one are the most beloved characters. And why would they need to do this? Well, I think it's a smart thing for Nintendo to do, to not be always the same characters in Mario Kart games. Maybe they found out that Penguin or Cow are really popular characters and they had no idea, and now they can develop a little bit more the characters and use them for promotional material over social media. That could be fun. And you know what? I think this one is actually not a crazy one. I think this is a really possible solution for why we got so many characters. They just went, you know what? Let's just add a bunch of characters and see which ones perform the best. I cannot imagine it would be difficult to implement some new characters. I think they should just change the skin and play with some values about how much they weigh or something like that. So the investment isn't huge, but it could pay off very well if people resonate with one of the characters. Now granted, this one, although realistic, I don't think it's very exciting to discuss, but it's definitely possible. I don't know if I'm making a huge deal out of nothing, out of thin air. It just feels like there's no reason for us to have that many characters, and especially some that are not really important. Like, for real, are you gonna tell me that it was important for us to have Penguin or to have a dolphin? And also the fishbone thing, what is that? We don't need this. There must be something that Nintendo has that justifies why we have so many side characters that are not important for the Mario universe at all. I mean, like I said, one thing is for sure, they want this game to be social. There is no other reason to have this many characters other than you just want a lot of people to identify with at least one, and you want a lot of people playing and using different characters. That's guaranteed, right? I don't know, there might even be like, you know what, you just have a lot of characters because you're gonna be roaming around the map with your friends, and maybe you just want different characters for different days. Maybe just have a lot of variety, you choose whatever you feel like. Yeah, maybe I am just exaggerating, right? There's no particular reason why they would have this many characters. I am very happy though that they have so many characters. I think more options is always better. I can already tell you that I won't be playing a lot with Mario, Luigi and our usual gang. I will be playing more with Chip, with the dolphin, with my man Penguin. I think he's the best character ever. He's gonna be the fastest, I guarantee you that much. Yeah, I don't know, I just wanted to open the discussion and see if anybody else can think of a better idea of why we got so many characters. I don't think we need something in particular, but I think it would justify a lot of these characters that are not really well known in the Mario franchise. So let me know down in the comments what you think, and also tell me which character are you the most excited to use. I think I'm definitely excited to use Penguin. That will be my main character. And thank you so much for watching. Goodbye!